stroke. I ride away. On the surfboard emergency. Ain't worried, they ain't notice me. Gotta get paid. Go long till I'm 6 feet. I'm pocket full on repeat. I ride away. On the surfboard emergency. Ain't worried, they ain't notice me. Gotta get paid. Go long till I'm 6 feet. I'm pocket full on repeat. Pocket full on repeat. Gotta count up and I pin down. Picture going about 100 miles. That road can't miss now. Standing tall, ready, always on go. Taking me to pin town. PO said slow down, so I caught the wave and I skip town. 16 was on from the A's, then 12 jurors in a mistrial. They seen I was underpaid, said you wide, no 10 times. I need like a man, even if your eyes I'm there too. Dressed down like I had a 6 with a shimmy, nigga, that's a punk food. Don't be worried about a strong dude. Do you and I'ma do I. So the boy got a paint job with a clip coat and some fall guy. The girlfriend needed to the beat, I was fresh meat, no big fire. Give me win and Beyonce, put a ring on it in a lunch line. Head coach and I'm on the court. Referee, but I'm shooting three. Put sweat in it 2 degrees. So my water, I can barely breathe. Kelly Slater with the board flip. Push it up when the chords hit. Violins in a bell tip. Open up, let me splash it. Brother. On the surfboard emergency. Ain't worried, they ain't notice me. Gotta get paid. Go long till I'm 6 feet. Put pocket full on repeat. I ride away. On the surfboard emergency. Ain't worried, they ain't notice me. Gotta get paid. Go long till I'm 6 feet. Put pocket full on repeat. Second round of the fight, something ain't right. I gotta do my work. True walking through the air, no night flight. That was some people. Got one life to live, and I put 15 on all. Hit the ground, walk that rabbit past the Usain Bolt. Don't like 2 finger signs so far, out can't be taught. 9 is crunch time, and I sit at home like a walk off. AMG on steroid, get the flex walking with a nightmare. Coming full force, no warning, just know I don't fight fair. Took flight, no flight fair. Hot rounds out of hot barrel. Put the mic in the head, lock into them. Tap, 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 tap there. Short LCPR. What the hell are he weak for? Took him to the water, let him up. Time for you a lifeguard. I'm my own damn lifeguard. Been this with a wish shark. Life show me it was hard. Get skatebooks and I count cards. Play my hand for the W. Time talk about who is who. They be on that who is who. I'm on the surfboard. I'm coming through. Strout.
Check 1, check 2. All right. This is Mr. Know-It-All, and I'm here with the lovely Miss Bella on Hood Talk, and we ready to get it started. Go ahead and let them know what's going on today.
Well, hello, everybody. Before we get started, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Marcus Honeysucker on YouTube and Mr. Know It All on Facebook. If you want to send him some love, there's the information that's scrolling across the bottom of the screen. One other thing, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It doesn't cost a thing. It doesn't cost a thing. It's free.
Now, thing. Oh,
Just a little finger prick, but that's okay. Do that. So, starting on this subject tonight, we want to know, are women trying to be more of a man than a man? Than men. So, are we as women, we are trying to be more manly than the men are? Are we trying to take their place? What are we doing around here? We want to talk about it. We want to see what's going on.
Well, you ain't got nothing to say from the door?
Well, no, I don't, because I don't see that side. It comes from a man perspective. So tell me what you think about this. So do you think that women are trying to be more of a man than men?
I don't think. I know. I mean, you hear it in the rhetoric. You see
Example.
it. Yeah. I was talking to a young lady today, And she said that men are intimidated by women. And I sat there and thought about it. I was like, men are intimidated by women. And I was thinking to myself, why? Why would a man be intimidated by women? And I said, probably how she got to that point is a lot of males, not men, you know, sometimes when you don't have a strong man in your life and you don't know how structure go, power structure or whatever, and you raised in a house where the dominant uh, person was a woman and who's barking at you a lot is a woman, sometimes, you know, it give you, I call it the hyena type of thing, because what it is hyenas is one of the only um, animals where where the female is the most dominant person in the pack. She grow bigger than the males and all that stuff. And what we are happening in America is we getting women that's feeling like the same kind of way. They getting bigger than the men. They they feel like they um make more money or just as much money as men, and they barking at men, and they used to men standing down because they used to barking at their children, the male children and all children, and they used to them saying, okay, mom, okay, and putting their head down. See, in households back in the day, there used to be a male in there. And when everything got all discombobulated, she used to be like, I'm gonna tell your dad, and everything straightened up because they knew it was a higher order that it came through. But now you getting more structure where the woman is barking, but it's no bite. It's like the woman barking, "Wah, wah, 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 I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that." And the child knows most time, he knows his mama ain't gonna do nothing to him. All she gonna do is rah, 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 rah. She might whoop him once a day or this and that. And let me tell you something. Once a month or once a year from a man can do more harm and more mental that make a child straighten up than once a day from a woman. Because it's like she whooped me. He can go outside to his friend. Yeah, my mama just got through whooping me. That's how I do. But see, when you get whooping from a dad, you be like, you don't even want to tell people. You know what I'm saying? It is something that you only want to tell the closest people to you, like, man, you know, my dad beat the shit out. You know what I'm saying? It's not a regular whooping. You know what I'm saying? And it's a teachable moment too, because the man is letting him know what he did wrong, what if he do it again, what gonna happen to him, and all that. And the mama is just mad, and the only reason she whooping you is because you bother her that she can't do something that she want to do. She don't want. She can't listen to her show. She can't be on Facebook. Something is bothering her. What you disturbing her right now? She got to do something, or she can't. What's name? Because you're irritating her right now, and that's how a lot of ass whoopings come now. What you got to say about it?
I can agree.
What up, Terry? Up in there? His house up in there. I like that profile picture. Yeah, but you know, like I said, I think what happens a lot, we go down a certain road, you know, with men and women, and we always, you know, once a year, I say twice a year, I'm gonna say once a year. Once a year on Father's Day, you have women standing up saying, "I'm the father and the mother and all that." And I don't think on Mother's Day you don't catch me and say, "I'm the mama and the daddy." You know what I'm saying? And I just think ladies so bad want to play both sides and can't realize that they can't. You can't be a man and be a woman. One of them
Well,
going, or you're gonna slack in if you try to be both. Go
well,
ahead.
listen. We understand in that situation. We know we can't be both, right? But the
Uh-huh.
way society has been set up, way the single family homes are being reared at this time, that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with ladies being the head of their household. You know, you don't have men out here creating families and sticking it together. You don't have things like that no more. That's not
Yes,
what's going on.
you know what? Yes, we do. The reason we don't see them because they stay in better neighborhoods and stuff. And sometimes we get caught up in the inner city and we think this stuff ain't going on. But let me tell you something. I fail to tell people this. When I go out and I go work in people's houses, air conditioning units, doing all kind of different stuff. When I step outside of Jackson and go to other places, Madison, all that, I see a lot of two-parent homes. The ones with a lot of
Okay,
stability and
well, you
going to
just you just called the city out. You said Madison, right?
yeah.
So do you think Madison is bigger than Jackson? Just asking.
Madison, you mean like
Mississippi.
have as many people we got? I think
Yeah.
so. I would love for you to look up the census of how many people in Madison and how many people in Jackson. Because I want to put that bed to rest anyway. Because Madison, it's a lot of people running to Madison, and there's a lot of people running from Jackson. It don't matter where they're going, but they running out of Jackson. We got too many abandoned houses on every corner to have, and unless they count the homeless here, um, uh, I think Madison might have us beat by now. And when I say Madison, I think Madison is uh Madison is that or oh they break them down in different. When I'm saying Madison, are we saying like Hines County and Madison County?
Right.
Okay, because I would love because I even think um yeah I think we're getting to that point that a lot of people.
Madison has under 30,000 population in 2022. So roughly we can round it off 30,000. That's fine. 2022.
You talking about in the city, right? Yeah,
We're
I
talking
thought
about Madison, Mississippi. It
no, I
covers
thought
the counties and everything. But I'm just
no.
saying, listen to what you're saying. You saying you went to
Said
Madison.
Madison County. No, I'm talking about. I was talking about Madison County and Hines County. You saying all of Madison County ain't got but 30,000?
Yes.
You talking about Canton, Ridgeland, um, Madison? All that is only 30,000 people.
Yes.
So how much just Madison got? Madison City.
Well, if you're talking about Madison County, okay, we're talking about Madison County. They
Yeah,
got
that what.
about 112,000 roughly, right? Okay, we're talking about the county. It that covers Flora, Canton, all of that. It's still less than Hines County.
No, I'm just wanting to see what the
So that's like 112 in Hines County population as a whole, about 218,000. So you're telling me from this small population, you went to a couple of houses and you're just gonna say
you
divertly,
said a couple of houses.
Well, whatever houses you went to, you say you went to these, you see these two-parent homes. There
Yeah,
are two-parent homes in Hinds County,
yeah.
but we're just talking. You just can't divert because of where someone live. That's where most people try and take family to grow. A lot of people are not raising families in Jackson
Right.
anymore,
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying like
but that has nothing to do.
if we just go, you said what?
That has nothing to do with it. Because a lot
So
of times, if you have a family, so many people try and do what's best for their family as a whole, right? So you
that's
got
absolutely
two-parent
that
home. Okay, right. That's what you do. You try and put your family in a safe environment, right?
or
So a lot
family
of
first.
times,
Yeah.
huh?
Or family first, yeah.
Yeah.
And
When you
I don't think I don't think here in Jackson and a lot of areas that people are trying to put their family in the best situation because that would come with uh sacrificing. I was talking to a friend the other night, and that'll come from it don't matter what you think about your life at a time. Once you made, you might marry or you have 2 3 kids or whatever, it's not about you no more like that. It's about the family. And I think sometimes ladies get caught up in this personal endeavor. Oh, my happiness. Oh, about me. And oh, these kids are slowing me down from, blooming and becoming my better self. Like, what's the lady, the twin or whatever that divorced her husband on TV? You know,
intimate,
yeah. You know how she divorced her husband. That is the
but
perfect
but
example.
but no, it's not because she
No,
came from a
listen what I'm
two-parent
saying.
home
Yeah,
herself.
listen how let me finish the statement first. That's the perfect example how a lot of ladies sometimes put their feelings and their ambitions and their dreams over the whole family's ambition and dreams. Because whenever you get through with it and you get to the end of it, when you go to your grave site and it's in it, it ain't gonna say on there how good a worker you was and how long you was the manager at this place and all that. You know, the workers only thing the worker gonna say is you was a good person. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. They ain't gonna tell you how, oh, they made us millions of dollars or this and that. They don't give a flying fuck about that. It's all about, was you a good person? When you move, did you make the right moves for you and your family and stuff like that? When your family come over, when the kids are looking over in your grave and stuff like that, they gonna look back and say, did he make the right move or did she make the right moves to her family? You know, I didn't even know people that gave up kids to give them to better families so they could be raised better and make it have a better life. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing about a lot of kids being raised by their grandma, and they don't realize how just being raised by their grandma, like 50 Cent and other people that was raised by sometimes not your mother and this and that. Sometimes she sacrificed so they can have a better life. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we got to look at it and it's not just about us. Sometimes it's about the sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead, give me your 2 cents so far, or your
I'm
five.
good.
So 5 cents. Okay,
I'm good. Go ahead.
bye. Now I really want to know your how you feel about it though, because sometimes we get caught up on this man and woman stuff, and I
And
want to make sure.
feel
And
this is. I feel
Yep.
this is a
Hey, love, joy up in there. What you say? Go ahead.
That's what I feel like. I feel like it's a thing where we're getting caught up in men, women,
Well, I
and
mean,
and not
what
really
else?
getting to
What
it.
else get caught up
So do
in?
you think that the okay.
Go ahead.
So do you think the real thing is that women just choose the life of just being alone and having children and just being by themselves? Do you think men does not play a role in that?
I'm finna answer that. I'm glad you said it just like that. Okay, I think what then happened is that ladies of the 70s, early 70s, what's name, have raised a lot of single parent households where the children, where the male children wasn't didn't raise good children. And the backlash of putting a poor product out here is poor males and not much to pick from. So it's kind of bad to see that women have threw males to the side, empowered women to be more masculine, even their daughters. Oh, I want my daughter doing this and doing that, and all the action here. They changed all the action heroes. Now the woman is the main. She throwing 400-pound men across the room and stuff. Like this is real life. It doesn't happen in real life. Um, and they making it seem like these women are superheroes that can go through and pow and beat up 400 500-pound men like it ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? And they are charging up women heads and making women think that this is real life, and they think they can go out here and they see a dude like me about 250 6'3", and they think they can run up on me and they can whoop my ass now, and they talking like they can whoop my ass, and they moving like they can whoop my ass. But in reality, the most that they can probably ever do with a person like me that, that been in karate, is a war vet, took army special military courses in the army, and the best thing they probably could do with me is hit me and run. Because if they stayed there, they wouldn't have a chance in hell. And the best thing they can do is call the police. So a lot of women are doing all this rah-rah, knowing that the only thing they gonna do is hit speed dial that 911. And that's the problem. Because it's not equal. If everything was equal, we wouldn't have WNBA and NBA. We wouldn't have a football league for women that they in bikinis running around with pads on tackling each other. And they got real football players over here that's hitting each other and breaking bones and all that. That real women do not want to. When women get into regular football, you know what they want to be? The punter, the kicker. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to be the quarterback back there and getting sacked. They don't want a big old 300-pounder laying on them. They don't do them type of jobs. Now, how many running backs, women you done seen enter in the NFL? I always hear all this equal stuff. How many women climbing up these 40-foot buildings, taking all these dangerous jobs, these electrical jobs and all that? They don't want to get shot and shot one time or make the one wrong mistake and fall down the line to their death. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And all I'm saying is, so a lot of people can speak a good game, but women are taking jobs, nursing, and this has been back since the 50s and 60s. Nursing, this and that, truck drivers. See, people think truck driving is new for women. No, when I watched the Bandit, Smokey and the Bandit, it was women truck drivers on that movie too in the early 70s. Women ain't just started driving trucks. People act like women just started doing some of these jobs. Women ain't just started working in manufacturing, doing passing a part, putting a part here and there. They ain't just started doing that. They've been doing this. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of when a man like me call him out and say you ain't doing a hardcore job. Yeah, how many times you seen a woman drilling. Well, how many times you seen that? You know what I'm saying? How many times you seen a woman with slap the a ladder across her back and she walking up what's name or throw the roofing across her shoulder and running up a ladder to sling it up to somebody? No, they don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You see them, you see little pictures of women and Oklahoma somewhere, and they up there just posing for pictures. Oh yeah, we got our own roofing company, this and that. And you go back through there and you do some real research, and you look at look at anywhere that they doing roofing, you'll find there's men out there. What's name? It's not no real all women places. There's real manual labor. Even if you go to Home Depot, you'll get a woman there to move a couple of pieces of wood. But guess what? They gonna hire a man to move that wood. It don't matter what it is. If it's the thing of sheetrock, I ain't never seen a woman pick up a whole sheet of sheetrock by herself. I ain't never seen it. And it's the lightest thing around them. I ain't seen it. But my bad. Let me catch up on the comment. What's up, Angela Davis up in his house? I know y'all ready to get it started. What up, Bobby? Up in this thing. There it is. He said it's always been men versus women, especially in our community. We need to find a way to get away from that. And he's correct. See, what it is if women wasn't trying so much to step across the aisle to be a man. See, men don't come across and say, you know, I want to have me a baby. Them ain't men. Them the others. Them ain't men saying that. Then we want to have children. See, and that's what I'm saying. The women
So
that
when children come, it comes from just a woman. It don't come from men. Men don't want children.
What I'm saying, have the children in their belly. Want to birth it out. If you catch
a man want to birth a child,
it's men out there that say it. It's men out there that say it now.
But we're not talking about those few.
Not men, but it's people out here saying that they you know, and then let me tell you how confused a lot of women is. You can ask a woman, how many genders are they? And they'll be like, I heard a woman the other day say, it's like 12. I was like, wow. and then when you go to a gender release, why they only have two colors they gonna pop? Either pink or blue. You ain't never heard of a red color or no other color for no other gender thing that they gonna pop out there. But you know what? They got you so confused that you just gotta say, oh, I don't, oh, it's more than this. You know, because guess what? Women are trying to be politically correct all the time. They trying to fit in with everything. They want, see, like they say, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And that's why, and I hate to see it, and that's probably why a lot of women weren't able to vote for a long time and this and that, because men probably heard how they were talking. It's like, what are you talking about? Because men think more logical about what's going on, and women are more emotional. Just like you hear now, you hear a person that'll be like, oh, who you voting for president? Oh, I'm voting for what's her name because she's a woman and she's black. And nothing about policies, what she gonna do for you, or this and that. I mean, and that's with anybody around here. Okay, say a white politician come in Jackson and call himself in a run for mayor, this and that. We'll just laugh. We like whoever run against him gonna win because we are naturally, most people are naturally racist, and they're gonna sit up there and they're gonna vote just because the other candidate is black. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just keeping it real. You know, a white politician ran for something around here a couple years ago. And people just laughed at him. They didn't even want to hear it or nothing like that because sometimes people are just naturally racist. And we can play like it is not here, but it is. He said, Bella, it's time for you to turn up. She all turned down over there. Unclog that throat. I want to hear some comeback. What
I mean,
up?
because just to hear your reviews of what you're thinking, I am so shocked and appalled that you really feel the way you're feeling right now, and that you feel like decisions for children only comes from women, like no men are out here thinking about creating a family. I don't see that. I see and experience a lot of men that want a family with a spouse and children, want to do better for their children. They want the two family parent home. And then there are some women that want it and the man don't want it. So they have to do what they do and raise their children in a single family home. We see it all the time, and I
What?
don't think it has anything to do with where a person lives.
No, I'm saying, see, I think you changing up because I feel like if a woman was thinking about, for one thing, they ain't being coached or prepped to be wives no more. And they prep to say, oh, let's go out here and have fun. And at the end of my fun days, and when I get about 40, and when it's time me to settle down, I have me 2, 3 kids, this, that. Now I want to get married. Now I want to settle down and this and that. See, now women are moving like me and like some single men.
It
Like
comes from both parties.
no, but I'm saying if women move different, it would change everything. I remember that movie, Chicago. Hold on, Chirac. Yeah, Chirac. Perfect example. Chirac. I watched the movie Chirac. Have you ever watched that movie?
I have.
Okay, I remember it was a Spike Lee movie, and Spike Lee had it. The gang bangers and all that, they were gang banging. You know how he got them to quit gang banging and killing each other and all that? The women went on strike with their cootie cats and said, if you don't stop this, we ain't gonna give you this and that. And all the violence came down and all that. Because if women really wanted to express their power, they would express their power when they're young. They would find them a man and don't claim it's young and dumb because even the mothers are not grooming their children to find a husband. They grooming them to find good jobs and to make a living on by their own so they can take care of themselves and their kids. They ain't saying get you a man.
Society
Okay, go ahead.
society changed. When society changed back in the day, right? That's what people were incorporating. Being set and ready for a husband, being house clean, cleaning your house, preparing them to cook. Yes, that's what happened then, right? So
Mhm.
now society has moved to where people are deciding, this man left me and I'm going to teach my child how to survive as being just a woman. So we can't break what's building. So when do the men step in and set grounds and boundaries of setting examples of these things actually work? Being with somebody. Now you have more men nowadays saying, I ain't getting married. I don't want no children. I don't want no wife. I don't want a spouse. You have more men singing this song than women.
You know why?
So now you're just gonna blame it on the women.
Listen, the reason there was name because it's like this here. All right, people want to buy cars right now. But the car is too high for what the car is worth. We got cars that cost more than houses. And you like, I'm just gonna drive in that. And I can live in that. And the car costs more than the house. You know what I'm saying? And what it's doing now is to get in a marriage now, it's no benefits for the man anymore. Why would you enter an agreement where there's no benefits in it? Every benefit you can get out of marriage, you can get regular. You can have kids regular because a lot of women don't want to. You get a marriage.
No, a lot of women don't listen
Listen,
and what you mean. Say exactly what you're saying.
okay, I'm saying when I say a, a lot of women want the ring but not the husband. They want the object of the marriage, but don't want the struggles that come with marriage, the ups and downs, the you know, the bad and the good, and everything that them vows say, from good times, bad times, richer and poor, and all that. See, we done reached a society where everybody just want the good part of everything. Just give me the good. I don't want the corner of the cake. Yeah, I just want that fresh piece in the middle and this and that. And if I can't have that, I don't. Nah, that right there got. I want that corner piece. I want
Both
that
men
good
and
fluffy.
women. You
Huh?
just said it out your mouth. That's both for men and women. You just said it out your mouth.
What?
You said there is nothing beneficial for the man to get married.
Right.
So just like you want the benefits of being committed and married and growing with somebody. Women nowadays, we have that option. We want the same thing. We want to be married and have
No.
somebody that's beneficial to us too. So just saying, for instance, if you decide to be with somebody and grow in a healthy relationship, get married, have children, whatever, grow together, right? I think that if you are dedicated into doing something that strong, that if you willing to make it work, you'll make it work as a man. The man's supposed to be the head of the household, run it. Men don't run, just dip in households nowadays. They get the benefit of cakes and eating it too. There be so much concern about just being there for themselves. What can I gain from this? Not what can I grow or cultivate so we can grow together. That society now has changed. Nobody care about the man being the head of the household or cultivating anything to grow to benefit both parties. It's self-gain. Life has become vain. And that's what
So,
people are dealing with now. So what can we say or what can we do as women when we don't have a choice other than being just like men?
I'm gonna
Self-gain.
tell you.
What can
I'm
I
gonna
do
tell
to
you.
make more money? What can I do to live
Well,
better?
well, let
Because
me
men are not
let me
stepping in wanting these
okay.
relationships
Let,
anymore.
let me let me tell you this. Women are not being more like men because when men was making all the money, you know what men thought about? Taking care of their family, letting a woman not work, stay at home with the kid and this and that. But then you got on the other hand, when a woman is making all this money, she don't look at it, oh, he can stay at home with the kid or this and that. Because you know what? Oh, he ain't being a man enough if he ain't making a certain amount of money. Or he ain't, or he a bum if he just sitting at home just taking care of the kid and keep care of the house because he gonna do more around the house anyway. He gonna mow the yard. He probably blow off the roof. He can get some stuff fixed up in the house. He'll do that and take care of the kid at the same time. But you know what? Women don't look at it like men look at it. When men was making the bulk of the money, they thought about supplying it for their family and making a better way, this and that. When women make a lot of money, they think about themselves and what all they gonna get, and they Maserati they want now, and all that old type of stuff. Because it is about hair appointments, nail appointments. It's about petty pampering themselves and all massages and all kind of luxurious stuff, this and that. And you know what? Cleaning the house and all this other stuff is secondary. I done seen the new modern women houses that got all this work they do. You know what? They do so much work, they don't want to do nothing when they get home. They just want to lay out. Oh, I done had a long day. It been mentally straining. I don't want to do nothing else but go have a drink. Okay, my bad. So women then became more alcoholics now and probably smoke more cigarettes and probably scream and yell and raise their voice more than they ever had in life. And why would men get the opposite? It's like women got better things now. I remember women was happier when they were washing clothes outside and putting them on the line and all that old type of stuff. Now they got a wash and dry now. They wash it and dry it, and they They got microwaves, they got stoves, they got ovens and everything that can pre-cook their food and all that. They can fix a whole meal in 15 minutes and they still crying about how much stuff they got to do. They don't even do their hair no more. I remember when I was growing up, my mama had to 30 minutes to an hour to get ready for bed because she had to roll up her hair and all this. All these folks now it snatch out one wig and put on another one tomorrow, just like hats. They wear it just like hats now, and they still crying. So life have got way better, but women done got way less cooperative. Period. On anything.
So you telling me, okay, life has become easier for a lot of us. The first thing, microwaves. You're right. There are so many quick fixes that people do like. But some people adjust to technology, this world that we're living in. But still, if you
We're
keep
gonna
those
come back to
same
the period comment. Go ahead. Go ahead.
if you keep those same things are the morals you were taught, you build them strong. But no, we revert to society. Everything about ourselves, we move different because the world moved this way. We want to make these decisions because this is how the world moving, both men and women. So we can't knock each other. A lot of times, what do you have? You have people go and get a girl knocked up. They force them to get married, grow together, get to know each other, and raise this kid. Now you get knocked up, it's on you whether you want to keep it. That's your option. If the dude don't want it, you get rid of it. If you decide to keep it, it's on you.
No, you know they pushing. It ain't got nothing to do with the dude. It's all about what the woman want. Her body, her choice. But you know what? If men came up with a stand, my wallet, my choice, and you couldn't get the money out the man after you decide you wanted to keep the baby, whatever. See, it's all about that part of it too. See, women don't want to share the responsibility on both ends. Like, okay, if you can make decisions on if you can, everything get up to you to have the baby. So why you making the decision on do I got to pay for whatever this and that, and you don't even want a joke in the household. You didn't want a person for a mate, helpmate, but you just want him to help with the child you born and this and that. And I say if you don't want the child, get a child to the man. Let him have the child or whatever.
Many men would
Or
be okay with that.
a lot of men would
I
want
would
to
just
do
I would just ask even right now on the poll we have now. If
it.
you're with
Well,
a woman, no, I'm asking guys that are
yeah,
here and present. We're asking if we decide, okay, we'll bear this kid, we won't abort it. So we're gonna keep the kid. How many guys would be okay? Say, yeah, let me raise the kid. Are you one?
oh
You
yeah,
say yes? Okay,
oh
you'll
yeah.
say yes. You're one. You're one. You don't
And,
have guys that say, okay.
and while we waiting on the guys to answer, so how many guys on here would raise their child themselves if the woman didn't
Female
want it
didn't want it.
and she wanted you to raise it? So give us that one. All right, go ahead. I'm going back to Terry
Terry
comment. Read
said,
it.
think about what he's saying. Men don't think like women. Men and social media makes women all for peer pressure, has no age limit, and it doesn't. That's the life we live in now. In today's society, all the decision people are making now is because of peer pressure, all because of social media, all because so many people want to live like the next person. People don't have their own self grow a lot of times. He
Is it
said
peer
peer
pressure?
pressure because of Facebook has ruined a lot of people's lives. So many people want to be like the next, what they got going on.
What's up, running in his ass? Yeah. But but yeah,
I got one amen out of you.
Oh, they coming. The
Okay,
men.
well, come on, because I want to
Yeah.
know. If we down
Terry,
here, we playing around doing
Bobby.
stuff.
Let me see. Terry, Bobby. Okay, and then I want to ask how many women would let a man raise the child? Because it ain't.
You got an amen out of me. And
See, a
would,
lot
no
of women
problem.
wouldn't want a man raising a child like that.
No, because a lot of times women connect their children to the feelings or emotions they have for the man. And they use the children as pawns to try to control the man. So whatever they want to get from the man, they were like, "Oh, I got a trophy. Let me direct him this way, like a wand. Maybe
Right.
he'll move this way because this man wants this kid so much." And there are some guys that really care about their children or care about being in their children's lives. And some women do take advantage of that situation. I've never been her. I want you. You can have this kid. You can take the kid. It's okay. No. So
I can understand that. And
right.
shouts out to all the ladies that's down and let the man
You can
do
have
his
it,
thing.
do your thing, and get the kid.
Yeah. Okay. Should we get into a subject or something? Okay, I'm gonna skip a couple damn. Okay, boom. All right. Read that one at the bottom of that.
So masculine interests prefer the company of men and or perform masculine tasks or jobs. So men like to be around more men.
No, no, what is now? See, and then let me explain it to you.
I'm here
It's
for it.
saying women. No, the thing of the topic is: are women trying to be more of a man than men? And that's one
Right.
of the things for women working in the same kind of industry, doing the same tasks and jobs that men doing. Makes them manlier. You know what I'm saying? So when you catch a woman and she said, "Oh yeah, I work in construction," or you catch a woman and she might say, "I'm a truck driver," or "I'm a forklift." It makes her feel more manly because she feel like she's contributing more than a regular woman that's sitting at a desk typing or something. You know what I'm saying? See, that's more of a feminine job, typing, nursing, cleaning, like cleaning companies, nurses. They are all dominant secretaries. They are all dominant by women. Some accountants and stuff like that. All that's being dominated by women. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these things, like lawyers, and then, I mean, other stuff is that women coming into a lot of little labor. Anything that's not so labor, hand labor taxing. Because I remember just hearing a woman the other day was saying she was talking about moving some sticks. She was like, "Whoo, my hair might get sweaty." So it's just the little stuff like that where a woman don't do a lot of things just thinking about her hair. It's women now that won't swim because of her hair, won't exercise because of her hair, won't make money because of her hair. She too busy. I mean, her nails. She too busy trying to probably get her nails done. She probably do hair. Don't even want to do hair because she just got her nails done. She missing out on money just because it's women that are not doing certain jobs that they could be doing just because they trying to get their nails, because you got certain jobs that don't want you to have your nails a certain length, and there's some women that won't pick certain jobs just because of that.
Okay.
Okay,
Terry
go ahead.
said, in my opinion, they get those jobs like men because they are in debt and trying to impress other women because of Facebook. But will those jobs give them more money because they're a woman? You know, they wouldn't get the same pay as a man operating the forklift, right? Because just say, for instance, you're operating a forklift or something, right? Something
Mhm.
fall off the little hook. Can you get it back up there? Do you have the strength to do as a man would do? So then
Nah, they
it
gonna
may put
holler.
you in a
They
certain
gonna
sense.
they
No,
gonna holler
it
and
will put
tell
you
a
in
man to
a
come up.
certain pay, because of those limitations you have as a woman.
Yeah, they don't want that. Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you this. Seeing women, women doing different jobs, women are getting stronger, but they're nowhere near as strong as men because, like, I'm gonna say this. Um, Even my daughter, she was saying she wanted to, seeing Joker doing a little air conditioning. And she was like, "Oh, I want to do some air conditioning." I said, "Well, the first thing you got to do to get us some air conditioning, here go a ladder. Go take this ladder, go set it up on your house, and put it up there on your house, and climb up there on your roof, and this and that." And when she just did that and climbed up by the roof, which she, didn't want to do half or none of that, I had to say, "Go on up there." And by that time, she was already talking about, you know what? I don't know. I don't think I want to be air conditioning person no more because that manual labor. Rhonda says she missed her long nails. And look, I'm sorry for calling you out, daughter. But you feel what I'm saying? But I mean, it was just that quick to say, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna let y'all have that one. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yep,
you know what
yep.
I'm saying? And my daughter got a lot of strength. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
for me to just see one little ladder deter her, I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like, and I think my daughter is probably right there when it comes to strength, just as strong as the average woman out here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she can grab an air conditioner and walked upstairs with me the other day, but she ain't want to grab no ladder. I'm just saying though. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, I got you.
I think women have a more lower strength that pick up to the, to like right here than men that kind of, go over the head. I think once a woman go this high, she starts shaking. I mean, just if a woman just want me to play with this, just take up that water. You know how people pick up water and put it in their truck? They can do that. But take that water and just pull it and put it over your head for a second. And take it back down right here and put it back up one more time. And then I'll let you know right then, you don't really want to be no man. Because men deal with this kind of weight all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? And women don't see that because they're used to something. When you get used to something, you know what I'm saying? Like I was messing with somebody the other day. We're talking about, you might be used to picking up a pan of meat or something at the stove, and once you start lifting stuff over your head, like any kind of weights or anything like that, start trembling because that ain't nothing your muscle memory is used to.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got to realize you got muscle memory. You might do certain things, but certain things sometimes is off limits, and you don't work them muscles, and you won't know it until you try them. And once you try them, you'll be like, "Whoa, oh, hold on, man, what that is?" And it'll be simple as 10 pounds. If you take 10 pounds and just do it like this here, people will realize how weak some parts of their arm is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Okay, okay. Bam. All right, another one.
So, masculine energy suggests words like confidence, decisiveness, structure, assertiveness, drive, ambition, and a push. So, when we push and drive ourselves to do something hard, that's masculine energy.
Yeah, but see, women been doing it so long that they probably wouldn't. Because think about it, you know, being real, you know, ambition brings out competitiveness. You know what I'm saying?
So,
And
that
it's more.
means that's just from a man perspective?
No, I'm saying it's more of a masculine trait, but now you have women growing up being like this. You understand what
Okay.
I'm saying? So we making
Okay.
them more masculine, and then when they get up and they get so much masculine, they want somebody else on their side, and you like, oh, how that happen? I mean, it
Well,
just
you know why? Because just say, for instance, we round here rocking single, right? And then you hear people saying, oh, yeah, you're going to need a man to come and do your plumbing. You're going to need a man to come and do your yard. You're going to need a man to change your oil. So, what do women do? We try and figure those things out because we're on the thing if you're complaining that we're going to need you. So, why would you even be okay with somebody complaining that you're going to need them when men normally would be there? Like I can call you, you come and do this for me because I am a lady. Now it's a complaint that I'm trying to do it myself because you're saying that, that's not the new thing with women. So now we're on this new thing with society of how we have to rock and roll and take care of ourselves and not rely on a man. So you building this thing of against asking a man for anything. Even
right,
just talking about it right now, like are men trying to be women trying to be more men than women. Now you're telling us now that it's a problem because we're asking men for help. It's not okay to be soft. That's what I take from this altogether. That is not okay for me to try and figure things out that I need to just say, come on, dude, can you do this? But if you don't have one person in your life that can do all these things, what you need to get multiple dudes? So now instead of having these things, we're trying to figure it out.
I got to put this up.
Sin said yes, because I need a man to come and get that tree out of my yard. Right. So what do you do? They say you counting
Well,
on a
I'm
man
gonna,
to
I'm
come
gonna
and
tell,
do it.
and I'm gonna tell you this. One thing about that is, you know, one thing I respect my daughter on is she realized, you know, having, knowing things that she can't do or whatever, and knowing how to ask for help. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of ladies will come like you saying, and they come in like they really it's not coming as in I want help from a man. It's coming as in I I want I don't need no man and I do it myself. And that's what I'm saying. That the problem that comes from that when we start doing that, I don't need if you need certain things done, even men don't go a lot of things that they need done, don't go out there and do it. They call a man that does it. So for a woman to feel like she can't call a man that do this, because guess what? Have you ever rolled by a house and seen a woman putting windows in a house? Build, how people redoing windows, and you ever seen a woman go up there and stick a window in the house, pick up a window and stick it in the house and shoot it up and get it right in this. And all I'm saying is women can play all they want to, as in what they good at, what they not good at, this and that. And that's what I be saying. Women are good at things that men are not. And women can do things that men don't want to do. Women can deal with things that men don't want to deal with. Like, say, a woman dealing with a child, and child, mama, 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 all day long. See, a man ain't gonna do that. Daddy, daddy, hold on, hold, player. Don't keep calling me. As soon as I get done, it gonna stop. See, because men got it gonna stop all this long stuff, all that old trying to tell a child 3-4 times to do something and all that stuff. That stuff don't register in a man's mind. When I go to anybody's house and I just hear them just come here, come here, come here, come here, I be like, stop that. Just get up and beat them already. See, the problem is you don't want to beat them. You come here, come here,
Well,
come here, come here,
I
come here,
understand
come
what
here.
you're saying.
Stop, this, that.
So,
Man, pick
so
up that
it's
belt.
so
Because guess
listen.
what? As soon as you pick up that belt, get what that child do. Huh?
But listen, I understand. So stop complaining that we don't need a man. We do need a man. Even if we decide to be successful in society, have our own thing going on, own house, cars, whatever it may be, finances, successful, whatever. Don't
Mhm.
complain that we need men. And that be the thing we hear complaints. Oh, you got it going on like this, or you moving this way. You think you don't need a man because you don't have a relationship with the man?
No,
That's not true.
that
No,
ain't.
no, I'm speaking of society. I'm speaking of society, and
Well,
that's
I'm
how
gonna
it's
speak
placed.
of society too, because what it is I don't think that women are moving in a thing because you see, when women say I don't need no man, I'm talking about in any kind of way. Um, all
Most
I'm saying
women
is,
that's wait, hold on. Most women that say
can I
they
finish
don't.
just that?
No,
Can I,
hold on. Let me stay right there. Let me stay right there. When you
I'm
hear most
trying to
women,
finish mine at the same thing though.
but hold on. When you hear most women say they don't need a man, they're talking about in relationship status, not in everything else. And that's what men take it at.
No, you got women that say I don't need a man in the household. I don't need a man to pay bills. If he can't pay this, I don't need him there. No, what I'm saying is, um, when men don't never say we don't need man or woman because we all know we need all this to survive. We need other men to survive. So men know we can't do everything by ourselves. We need other men too. So for a woman to say, "Oh, I don't need man," we be like, "What? We need men, and we men." So how a woman gonna say she don't need man and she a woman? You feel what I'm saying? Like you don't never see a woman digging a ditch. You don't never see this. You don't
And
never
you
see.
probably
Have
do.
you ever seen a woman with just putting
Probably
her?
not.
Look, look. Only listen. I've seen that stuff only in the movie, and you know what? They only show the woman doing the first dig and the last dig before they throw a body up in a thing or whatever. But when you see digging the graves and all that, that be men digging graves and all that. Even when you go to any cemetery and you don't never see women working out there digging graves and all this old type of stuff or doing certain type of things. You know what I'm saying?
Well, just like you just said, women say, I don't need a man to pay my bills. I don't need them to be in my house to do this or that. They are saying still for their own personal sake. They don't have to have a man to live with them and to provide for them. But I don't think they ever said, I don't need a man to come and cut my grass, fix my car, or anything that most men would probably do for a woman. Although you may have to pay for those services, I don't think you will have women that will just say, we don't need men. Even the strong, successful, beneficial women.
Okay, read that, Miranda said.
One that said, I will get help in a heartbeat because I don't like things to go undone. What I can't do, well, I may have to pay to get it done. Like, for instance, I'm not cutting my own yard. There's men out here that can do it. Right. Beavers don't dig ditches, love.
And then I'm gonna tell you one more other thing. I've never seen a woman being a pallbearer at a funeral. If we really want equality, why you never see women names under there like they friend that they under there for a pallbearer or something to
Is that
carry the.
something you want to take place? Ask people
No,
to start doing that
I'm just
then.
saying.
See, that's
I'm
just
just
like
saying.
something else you want to move away, and you want to say women should be listed as pallbearers. Ladies, you hear that? If something happens, start listing women. That's what they want.
What I'm saying is, if you're gonna be, if you wanna, if these rough and tough women that out here swinging their guns around and want to be Big Dick Willie around here, be all the way. Don't be halfway. Be all the way. Be that joker that, yeah, my gangster girl. I want to hold, put her in the back of the car and all that because
Well,
women doing everything else
I've actually
men
seen
doing. Not
I've
women doing
actually
everything else.
seen that happen.
What?
I've actually been in a funeral and I saw women with a pallbearer.
Well,
Where
just
they
women?
covered the casket, just women.
Just women.
Just women.
Hmm.
They didn't look
Okay.
like women, but they were women.
Well, you should have took a picture because we got to put that on Facebook. Okay, all right. Let me. All right, go ahead. What that is?
Do you think men work outside the home and serve a sole breadwinner for the family now?
Hell no. Not what Kamala done did to the economy.
What did she
No,
do?
no, I'm just saying Biden, the inflation. She was the breaking tie. So we just throwing that in there. She said she was the tiebreaker. Yeah. I got fact checked tonight. I watched the debate before I came on the show. They said it on there. And it was fact checked and everything. So yeah, she was the tie breaking vote for inflation went up. Um, yeah. Fact then fact check on Hood Talk. Oh, what you got to say about that though? About that?
Nothing.
Oh, you ain't got nothing else to say on? No, I'm talking about on the subject
No,
that's
I
down
don't.
there. Oh,
I
okay.
don't.
All right, good.
So are men still having the most powerful jobs in society?
I don't know because reason I say I don't know because you know um I don't think women even went out after a lot of powerful jobs because even when women get certain companies, um their employment thing, it don't seem like it's a whole bunch of what's not. Just like I I'm thinking about the lady Kendra G that do the little talk show on what's name, man. And I see her, getting, rich or whatever, but I see her still doing the show the same way. I don't see her really like, going around doing different stuff, being up on panels. I know they say she used to be on the radio station, but it's just a simple show that she's kept it kind of like the same and probably upgraded her background here and there. But other than that, it's kind of like the same thing. And it's just like if a woman is doing her and she's making a lot of money, how many people she's actually employing. Or is she the main focus and maybe she got one more hairdresser or this and that. I think like when men go get, get jobs. I think it's like if a man did just do concrete, he employing about, you know, 5 to 10 men from off top. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I just think whenever you see men working, you see groups of men together working, and women are doing more individual type work. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, being a nurse, being a traveling nurse, or being, whatever they're doing, is like an individual. You can make money, but it's individual making money. You understand what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think men are more of a group concept when they're out doing their thing, because sometimes it take, like, just like I say, working on houses, concrete, doing roofing, doing anything. Most men, it takes, you know multiple men to do the kind of work, and then you have to get along together. Even when men fussing and whatever, they got to get along together a certain way. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that part. What up, Jerome? In the his house, up in his design. Yeah,
I got
okay. So I think men might have the most powerful jobs, but right under the most men with the most powerful jobs, I think the women kind of like the new CEOs, because everybody is quitting and all that.
you. I wonder why.
I don't know. Too many of them parties, too many P. Diddy parties.
So
Ah,
if she think men and women are equal in everything, she might be drinking too much of 2024 Kool-Aid. You should have called that pandemic Kool-Aid.
what up, Jerome? In the house, doing good. You know how it is. I hope everything good with you. Yeah, I think when a woman sit back and she feel like that see, what happened is men have made the world too easy. They done made all the cameras, they done made all these good old houses, all these bars, and all that to go on the windows. See, who make the bars to go on the windows? Who put the windows in the house? Who put the roof on top of the house? Who out there put the concrete slab in? Who who building up the walls, throwing the walls up? The man is building the whole house, and the woman is coming along and making it a home and decorating inside. And that's what we don't understand. And we done made it so good that women actually think they building the house. I did the blueprint. Yes, okay. but but all I'm saying is, life been so good for ladies lately. They forget that men have built the world. Men have put every one of these poles up all over United States that we use to bring the electricity, that keep the air conditioning on and all that. You know what I'm saying? Women don't even realize that the men put all these good air conditioning systems in and all this good stuff that makes them so comfortable. All these washers and dryers and refrigerators, and men pulling up the stairs, putting in the house. You know what? If a woman stay upstairs and she got to move and she ain't got no help, she gonna just get it wherever she moved to. She gonna be like, man, fuck this shit. She ain't taking none of that stuff downstairs, nothing. There's her daddy or brother or somebody. If she ain't got no man to come help her move, she gonna leave it there and start over. I done seen it happen too many times. when women get so mad at men and they don't really get along with men, and they can't get men to kind of, come in. All the big stuff stays where it's at. And I'm just telling the truth.
Hmm.
Drinking that Kool-Aid. Okay, come on.
So,
Go
what
ahead.
is expected of women in today's society? Tell me, what's expected of us as women today,
Today,
2024? Today,
2024.
2024.
Uh, what is expected of women in today's 2024 is just what they wanted. Half. They want to have everything. They wanted 50-50. Oh, yeah, let's be a partnership. That's what's expected now. So now you raising men that expect the woman to pay her half and all that old type of stuff. And now women are looking for an old school man that they ain't never wanted till 2024 once they realize they got out there on their own and life be life. see, see, when I ain't even say it like that, but when 4 years ago or whatever, when different regime in there and all that money was flowing out there, and you could pay them bills easy, and they ain't seen you getting all that credit for your children and all that extra stuff. Oh, it was fine. People like, man, shoot. A lot of people, oh boy, we knew. Everybody knew when the pandemic was over, it was gonna be a lot of relationships over with. You know what I'm saying? I mean, them women were like this out of their peace player. I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
then the backdrop of every time this happened, it happened back in right before 2008. Once we had a recession then, but once you get into a little recession, that's when women start thinking about marriage again. You know what? I think I need a husband. You know what I'm saying? And that just because let me tell you something. If women can do it by themselves, they damn sure try. But guess
Mm.
what women start doing? They start saying words like, I'm getting tired. It's too much. All this stuff doing on my own. I'm sick of it. I want somebody to come in and make my life better. You know, I don't want to work this hard. I want to take off. See, the women that got me and they know they can quit anytime they want to, play around, go back to work and do all that. See, them women that stand by their man real tough like that. See, they know the man ain't going nowhere because she take care of home and all that. So she know he gonna go out there and make the money, whatever. He gonna do what it take to make everything run right. But see, the woman they want to talk back, rah, 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 and she want to say that the man ran off, but uh, you know, that old saying, "Don't bite the hand that feeds you." That
Right.
what happens a lot of time in that. And that thing, what women don't realize sometimes that they will bite the hand that feeds them a lot. And once they bite them, they don't realize. See, women don't realize sometimes how they might humiliate a man or talk down on a man or act like all the stuff he doing ain't enough. He can pay 60, 70% of the bills sometimes. It just ain't enough. Because you know what? They're too busy worried about, I ain't got enough hair money, I ain't got enough nail money. But some of them things, if she was to just do it herself and take the burden off him, baby, you ain't got to go get my nails done. You know what I did? I went old school. I went down there and bought me 10, 12 different colors so I can do my colors every day of the week if I want to. And I bought some good old colors. I bought me some good lipstick. I bought me a whole foot kit where I can do my own stuff and this and that. I mean, it's technology is so good. They got nails that you can snap on. You can just about find. They'll give you a pack where you can just about find any nail that you can that'll fit that nail hand. And all you got to do is put it on and file it down a little bit. And some women don't even want to do that little bit of work because they so used to just sit in front of it, letting the joker play on their nails all day. Oh, this is my relaxed time. I just want to sit back and watch somebody play with my feet and nails and all that. Because I want to feel like a queen today. You know what I'm saying? And they put a lot of burden on the person they with. Come on with Terry.
Terry said, it's just like you got to watch what you say, and God will give you what you say. Then they choose crab legs over a man. Oh my goodness. Really, Terry? Are you going to stick to that? Crab legs over a man?
Huh? What she say?
I don't
She
have
said.
no business working. I was supposed to be a housewife. Hello, me too.
But we done heard you talk on this show, Rhonda. I think you chose this faith. Okay. Sometimes we can dream of what we want to be, but after we open our mouth, it tell you what it is. And I think a lot of women feel like they supposed to be over here or over there, but once they really start talking, you can tell what they. You know what I'm saying? So I understand a lot of women feel like they should be married, housewives, all this stuff. But the reason
Mm.
you are not, most women, the reason you are not married is because of you. It ain't because nobody asked you and all that, because you can go to a woman and she'll say, "Oh yes, I done had 3, 4, 5 people that asked me to marry. You ain't married now one of them. So obviously you didn't want to get married. Or you felt like you can do better. So if you keep on thinking you do better, it's like we talked about them flows. You remember we were talking about
Mm-hmm. Elevation of greed.
yeah, the elevation degree. Oh, he ain't good enough for me. Oh, he ain't good enough for me. Oh, he ain't good enough for me. And then you start just shooting, like they call it the 80-20% rule. Now you got 80% of women going after the top 20% of men. And they don't even want nothing to do with the other 80% of men out here. It's a lot of good men out here that'll love to take care of a woman, would drink her dirty bath water and all that.
They in America?
Yeah, they somewhere around. But some of them been ruined by how women treat them. So we got to look at that part too. A lot of men have been dogged out so bad they would be very good men to you know, procreate, live with, all that good stuff. But sometimes they've been done bad, and the world, you know, it kind of slap you around a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I hear
The
you.
world just like that. Bam. Come on with that.
So are gender roles and expectations the problem? So, like, for instance, I guess, like, if you have the role of what you say men do, and you have the role of what women do, our expectations of each. Do you think that's the problem? Like, men feel like women should cook, clean, love, provide, nurture us, things like that. Women think men should be loving, providing, and all of that. So, do you think actually the expectation of what people have expected of a man to do and expected of a woman to do you think that's society's problem?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you about that. I I think that is definitely part of the problem because women have expectations on men, but they do not have any expectations on them. See, you never hear what women supposed to do. You always hear what men supposed to do, but you never hear women say what. I'm gonna just do this. Give me. 4 things that you feel like women supposed to do.
Well, I think in today's life we live in, I think women first supposed to respect men. And I see it a lot. It doesn't happen.
Okay.
Okay. Respect is the foremost thing. Then you're supposed to bear children. You don't see that anymore. People don't want to have children. They want to live their life accordingly, how they want it.
All right. 3.
That's enough. Respect.
I tell you give me 4. See, I knew you gonna
I,
slip
I,
some.
I think okay, well, no, that's
Come on.
one. I think that women should be able to cook. Women
Okay.
don't cook anymore. Keep a
One more.
clean house.
Oh, okay. All right, but okay. I think that's a good one now.
You know, a lot of times your cleanliness can determine if a man even show you interest, not only just for where you live, yourself. You know, there are a lot of women out there that feel like Victoria's Secret or Bath and Body Works will cover their cleanliness. And you'll be surprised, well, maybe not, you know, from a woman perspective, but you'll be
Read,
surprised how many women that are not just clean. So
read that from
just
Ronnie.
Rhonda said the thing with that is men try to make the good women pay for their mistakes. That ain't cool. And we have the same thing, Rhonda, that men are saying about
Right,
women.
right. And I
Everybody's
think
saying
that
the same
and
thing. You know, what I've gone
I'm
through with this woman make it hard for me to
I'm finna
deal with this woman because of what I've been through.
and
That's
I'm
called
finna
no baggage.
I'm finna do this. Another reason I feel like women ain't the same as men because men take more shit than women. Women, the reason that 80% of relationships even break up is because of women. Women are the ones that giving up on relationships, giving up on marriages, giving up on a lot of things because they're afraid. They'll give up on their job. I mean, a man can stick with a job, one job, long as pay him all right, 20 years. Long as Joker ain't fussing and doing all that. A woman would have her job listening and just leave that job just because I'm tired of this. I done did this long enough. And they see men are more stability. So they'll stay at a job because they thinking about long-term things. You know what I'm saying? And women are thinking, oh, I done did this. Oh, I want a new breath of fresh air. I want a new city. I want some new stuff happening, and that's how it happens sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Cynthia say respect should go both ways, and I believe it should. And I think men do respect women, but and I think some women do respect men, but I think it's the ones that don't respect men that makes the whole little thing flip up. See, you can be in a room and 5 women in there respect the man that's in the room. And you can have one woman that don't respect the man in the room and she go at that man and you don't have all the time where the women will say, hey, calm down. Respect the man or this and that or blah blah blah. They would just try to calm the woman down, but they wouldn't let her know exactly what she's doing wrong and to stop doing it. And that's the problem. Women are not straightening unruly women out. Women are just letting unruly women just run free, just run wild, and let them have their own fucked up ideologies or whatever, and let them just do whatever they want to out here. And you don't have, women say, "Oh no, don't do that." That's unladylike. I'm fuck this lady like shit. That's how women talk. And that's how the new women talk. Because if we want to stay in 2024, the women done got real gangster in 2024. And they want the shit. And what gonna happen is if we keep going down the road we on, and I hate to say this, that women gonna stop, men gonna stop realizing that a woman is a woman. They're gonna start just looking at it and saying, this is a person. And see, you don't want a man to not look at you as a woman anymore. Because now you just look at it as a threat like anybody else. So when you up and you try to play this pistol pulling shit, or you try to play like you big badass or this and that, it's aggressive. See, the more women, I read on the news that women shoot men, and the more you see women shoot men and all this old type, the more you think that men ain't out here thinking, oh, if a woman pull up a gun on me or anything like that, I'm gonna let her have it. And that's what's happening. Women are threatening men with guns and all kind of stuff, and they don't realize that a lot of men are taking them serious now. See, I don't want a woman threaten me now. I don't look over it and say, oh, there's nothing. You know what I'm saying? You used to look back and, oh, woman just, this and that. But when a woman got there, make a couple moves or act like she going to her car, she might get shot now. She run to her car talking about getting a pistol, she might get blowed up. And it's not because I want to, it's because her aggression got her acting like an unruly man. And that's how you have to do with a man that been raised by his mama a lot of time, because one thing about it, if he raised emotional, because he thinking emotional, he ain't thinking logical. And he thinking he can talk you through this, what he finna do. Motherfucker, I go get my gun and goddamn kill your motherfucking ass, this and that, and think you ain't thinking I'm gonna kill your ass first. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people ain't thinking like that. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's too late. Once the smoke clear, and it's too late after somebody make a unnecessary move. Because if a woman, and I hate to say this, if I'm sitting outside and say if I get in any kind of little disagreement with a woman, if a woman walk into her car and start talking shit to me and go to her car and act like she pulling out a gun for my ass, she gonna get blowed off the map. And I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna defend myself. You feel what I'm saying?
I got you.
All right, go ahead.
A way to a man's heart is still through his stomach. He needs to know if you can cook or not.
Yeah. A lot of men been caught because of that food. Yeah. I can't agree with that one. Go ahead.
Yeah, when I get that vibe, he's blocked because I don't like that kind of foolishness.
I wonder what she go ahead.
They'll start treating us like men. I be damned.
And that's what I'm saying. If you don't watch yourself, you're gonna look around and men gonna be treating women just like men. And I don't think women want that. All right, go ahead. Hold on. Was that a new one that you our gender roles, expectations? No, that's right. All right, go ahead.
The society contradicts the perception of men and masculinity. Yes, because there are so many that's calling men weak. When people don't act the way you want them to act, they have a complaint. Just like we're having this discussion tonight. If women don't move the way men want them to move, then it's called a problem.
Yeah.
You got anything to say?
Okay. All right, read that one more time. But man, I got thrown off trying to correct something. Go ahead.
It says, the society contradicts the perception of men or masculinity.
Well, I think society right now trying to make men look like buffoons and stupid and weak, soft. And I think what happens is it's the same thing that happened with ladies right now. You tear people down enough that they go in their hole and they go rebuild themselves and they come out even more capable. Man, so what I'm trying to say is you remember that nerd in school or that kid that didn't look that good or was too skinny or this and that. He went in the weight room and he read his books and all that. And when he, 10 years later, he was shit modeling and got it going on, got himself together and all that old type of stuff. And but he still holds a certain resentment by the people that didn't like him back then. And he wanted to prove them wrong all the time. So, you know what I'm saying? Like women are out here saying, look at us, we making money, we proving y'all wrong, we can live without you. But you got men saying, okay. And you got men going back to the drawing board, getting better jobs, working on themselves, getting themselves together. Uh, you got more men every day telling men, society, because they showing you on social media, TikTok, women are showing you what they think about you. And you got men are rebooting and getting themselves together and presenting a different person when you see them 2, 3, 4 years later. You know what I'm saying? And I
Mm,
think, like I told you, rap photo. Well, I told you during the pandemic, when I first started introducing you, talking about Kevin Samuel and how he was gonna change a lot of the world. Kevin Samuel's been dead for about 2, 3 years now.
at least two to the most.
Yeah, and he's still being talked about and changing the world today as people still call him the godfather of changing men's minds or putting women on blast by putting them up, taking them, having them talk and telling men what they really want and how most men wasn't living up to it. They all want, 6-figure dudes and, all these that, like I said, high value dude. You'll catch a woman, oh, I got 6 children by a bum, but now I want a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? You just listening to them on these shows and you be like, wow, you listening. Now you got the new Kevin Samuels and all it is a woman named Kendra G, and she's out there doing the same thing that Kevin Samuels doing, making women look terrible online. Talking about how they got 8 baby daddies and they want a millionaire, and men just looking at it and just shaking their heads saying, "Wow, wow, wow, how the tables have turned." And I guess men ain't doing it. Men ain't going for the already made big families and all that. Men will deal with a couple kids or whatever, whatever. But a lot of men ain't dealing with the. I can say a grown family is different, but like babies, man ain't jumping in a family where she done threw all the other dudes out. She got a 4, 6, 7, 8, 20, 10, 10, 15 years before all of them get out the house. I don't think a lot of men are stepping into them zones like that. And I think women are shaming them and trying to make them feel like there's something wrong for them not to get into them type of venues. I think men are just moving different and moving smarter now. And I think a lot of ladies don't kind of don't hate that men are moving different now.
Yeah.
I don't think men hate women, and then I just think men have woke up and say, if a lot of women don't like me, or these women don't like me, and I can tell if a woman trying to use me now because game is put out. Social media is throwing out game to me, and just like a game, the women are getting thrown out there. You got women feel like they got more game than a little bit now, and women and men getting fed that same game. That same woman that's teaching women, let me tell you how to finesse a man. You know what men doing? They taking that same video and chopping it up, saying, "Look at how women is teaching the women how to finesse us," and we learning the same thing y'all learning. So when y'all come talking a certain kind of talk, the man be like, "Oh, is that right?" You know what I'm saying? So it's like just like women feel like they got intuition on men, men got a new intuition on which women trying to finesse them, which women really care, which women really don't. You know what I'm saying? Because it's obvious now. You know, women don't even have no bits and bones of how they feel about men, and that they telling men a little bit of everything. Go ahead with the next
So, do you think society have men to experience more years of discomfort and mental health issues?
one. Explain that right quick for me a little bit.
Well, I would say discomfort in the sense of what men face. Like, you have most men that feel like they have to hold this thing of a hard standard where they can't even discuss of what they feel or how they feel. So they keeping all this stuff involved inside of them. Unless you have these type of friends you can go and sit and talk to without feeling like these people will take what you're going through and use it against you.
Hmm.
So do you have people to discuss life issues? Do you keep it in within yourself? So has society bombarded men with being so manly and hard that when you face difficulties or issues in life, do you go and get past it or do you just hold it in? And that's how a lot of men probably judge their new situation from what they've been through and won't allow this person an opportunity to grow because of what they're holding on from their past.
Well, don't forget to like and share. And I think all men judge the world just like women on what they've been through. And I think if a woman been through a lot of traumatic experience, I think she keeps that in the back of her head. And I think if a man say a couple of words that sound like a dude she done dealt with before, I think that triggers something in her too. You know what I'm saying? Like we have a man might say, "Man, be quiet, talk to me," or if he might say anything that's strong for sometimes, a woman might take, "Oh Lord, he acting like Roger. He want to control a motherfucker. I ain't gonna be. He ain't gonna be trying to tell me where I can't go. All this and that." And I think a lot of times women, believe it or not, they are doing the same thing they feel like men shouldn't do without actually doing it. Sometimes women are sitting back saying, "Oh, men are judging us like this," but people don't realize. I'm gonna tell you what women don't realize. Women don't realize when they get on Facebook and they do these little live little things and they talk and they rolling blunts and they don't realize how many men that they might turn off, good men that they turn off for a man watching an inside look at them, just looking through their page or watching them on live or watching one of their old lives or anything or watching them holler at them across the room or, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or watch them slap other women on the booty and all that. Women don't see what they do all every day that they put out on social media. That a man, if a man was actually trying to get to know this woman and he go through her page a little bit and he say, you know what? I'm gonna let her make it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same thing with a woman. I'm sure women go through a man page and be like,
If you
no.
watch how a man move on social media,
Oh,
realize this is nothing. He's for the streets and everybody.
yeah.
Same
So I
morning and all this stuff you say to me, you saying it to everybody on the platform. Women watch too.
yeah. So I think too, both sides got to realize, what you do, you know, it's the same thing when I see women put guns up on social media. It's
Mm-hmm.
an instant turn off. Blunts, guns. I mean, certain stuff that I feel like it don't matter if you got it or not. It's the whole thing that you putting it up on social media.
All
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like you got to showboat that I got a gun, or you got to showboat that that you got a blunt. People don't realize a lot of men, and I'm gonna do this. A lot of your children and men that put a lot of guns up on social media and a lot of, and throwing up gang signs and all that stuff. A lot of them get shot and get killed sometimes. And I think moms, if they paid attention to them kind of red flags, they would save a lot of their children's lives. If you know what I'm saying, on a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think a lot of people realize what you put out in the world, you probably will get back. Because just like they said in this what's up, Tina Palmer in his house. And like I was gonna say, like Biggie and Tupac, um, they talked about death in their song and it came to pass. You know what I'm saying? A lot of rappers that talked about death, talked about dying, came to pass. I remember when I was listening to Scarface, and he kind of refused to talk about dying. Sometimes they be like, nah, he don't want to talk about that like that. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you can speak upon stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's why I always try to talk about life and living, and you always got to have a positive mind about, where you going, where you gonna be next year, what you gonna be 4, 5 years from now. When you start getting to the point that you feel like I'm only living day for day, that might be true. You might turn around and you just living day for day because you done turned your life into that. And yo, drinking and smoking and whatever you're doing, just living life day for day, you're destroying your body and you breaking it down where it can only survive day for day because you polluting it so much. And and once it happens, you can't blame nobody but yourself,
Let yourself.
you know. So I think you should live for 10 years on down the road at a time, then day for day. And I think once we get to the point that we start living, uh, even picking out food, we say, oh, let me get this food. This supposed to be healthy. This supposed to fight cancer or this and that or whatever, whatever. If I put it in my system, because they say cancer comes from 10 years before. It don't show up like the year that you wasn't in. It's because you've been doing this to your body over time and it catches up with you. It's not nothing that happens overnight. We think we can do this and we can do it undercover and this and that and the stuff pop up and we go, oh what how? When a lot of us know darn well how we got to a certain point. You know what I'm saying? It's just like saying, how did I get fat? If you eat enough, you might not get fat overnight. You keep on eating, you're gonna keep getting bigger. You're gonna keep on getting bigger. And it don't matter if you done sold your belly to a golf ball size. You keep on eating, you're gonna slowly get back to where you was if you keep on living the life that you lived before. And that's why I say, like, A lot of people like the surgery, but don't like the diet, don't like the work that it takes to put in because you had to put the work in soon as you had the surgery. They tell you
Mhm.
you can't do this no more, you can't do this no more, you can't do that more. Why you can't take that initiative before? And that's what it is. Go ahead.
So, which gender do you feel is more vulnerable?
Come on now. And that's why they got all these women conventions and all this old stuff, all to protect the women, this and that, because they know which one is more vulnerable. How many men are getting kidnapped every day? We can tell you it's women and children. That's why even back in the day, who got off the ship first when that war jumped off in over there by Russia and Ukraine or whatever, they went on and shipped all the women on the buses and on the what's name on out the country for the women and children on out of there, and told the men that they couldn't even leave. Told them they got to fight and all kind of stuff. So I mean, men catch the brunt of the fighting part. Yeah, and then and then people don't even realize that they slip a draft back in here. I heard that today, tonight too on the debate. Um, and no, not on the debate. Um, um, but I did fact check it through Candace Owens. If anybody want to fact check it, they done up the draft. They slid a draft in June. Uh, that we can get drafted for war again. So that already letting you know they're getting prepared for war. That this whole war was planned out. America just didn't want to start it. They wanted Israel or somebody else to start it, and they've been wanting to fight Russia and all that. That's why they've been Russia. The last what's the name? They've been wanting to fight Russia and want to fight. Uh, you know, I remember back then when Bush made a mistake and said the axis of evil back in the day, and it's the same thing. They did three Muslim country. They want to blow them off the map and want to take over all their oil and land and all that good stuff over there. So, you know, this stuff has been pre-planned and stuff. Uh, it ain't nothing under the sun that started yesterday. I remember, I think it was right before COVID when they were sending out letters to federal employees and this and that, urging them to make them some fallout shelters and stuff. So I mean, this stuff been going. They've been preparing stuff for a long time. It's just coming for tuition, and I guarantee you, if by if by these next 30 days, because you see the war is ramping up, they are actually even trying to go in doing little missions inside ground missions inside countries because they finna try to turn it up, and they trying to turn it up right now before election time. They trying to turn it up so we can be in war mode by the time the next president get in there. And they don't even want nobody talking to the opposition. They don't want to talk to the Putin. They don't want to talk to the what's the Lane, the South North Korea dude. They don't want to talk to certain people because they just want to go to war. We'll see it later. Go ahead.
So, does society think men should be more resilient than women to overcome things more quickly? So, when getting past something, you think society's saying that men should get over things faster than women? You know why? Because they feel like that men are the stronger ones and they should be able to obtain and heal from something faster than women.
Well, I think men do get over things quicker than women because we all know and we all heard about how a woman can come up with something a man did 2 years ago and be talking about it like it happened yesterday.
That's
And
how it feels.
yeah, but it's still the woman ain't getting over something. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So it's still putting the thing on the man saying, you know what I'm saying, that we had this thing that the man is the one that's not getting over something, but that is not the reality. Reality is women hold on to a lot of stuff way longer. They might deal with stuff longer, and they might have, because that goes for even death in families. I hear women all the time saying they miss their mother or they want to hold somebody or they miss their daddy, and I see that, and I think men when they miss them, they have to just look over that or whatever. And I'm sure men say they miss, they miss people, and then they leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh, when you've never been in that place, you can't say that whatever your sex is. If you never lost your mother or your father, you can't say what someone else feel because you haven't been there yet.
no, I feel what
Because
you're saying.
like today is her birthday. And I think about her all the time, even her birthday, her death day, things like that. So
Yeah,
that's just me as a woman. I see
right.
men saying this all the time about their mother. They never forget the day she left, and they never
Yeah.
get her day of celebration. So I hear this thing. So if you've never been there, you cannot
And
say
then
that men are stronger in that area.
okay, but and then I'm gonna say this. And I think some men are probably weaker in that area too, because I done heard men talking about, you know, not being unliving themselves or whatever because they didn't couldn't take it. But I think like um I think when men have to talk to other men, you got to come with a brutal, honest truth, and you have to, come with men and say this is life order, and people gonna leave. You know what I'm saying? And people don't live forever. And we're gonna live through that because, I think um at a young age, I think other people, you be prepped to be able to handle certain things. But like you said, you don't never know until it happened to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you think about it, you know what I'm saying?
So just think about people that not only like you lose your friends or somebody close to you, just think about siblings. If you had those things, you don't know the experience of the hurt or pain, or either to watch somebody die, that type of pain, or to watch somebody suffer and die, to that kind of pain. There are different kind of pains that people deal with, whatever your sex is. But when it comes to things like that, I think that's in it, not a sex thing. It's the experience.
Yeah.
Nobody
I
knows
still don't think
how
it's the
death
same.
really. I,
I
I
still don't
think it
think
can
it's
be
the
the same. I don't think it's the same thing. Some people just anything you deal with in life. I think that men handle things different than women. They can be resilient in some areas than most women can because we are born to be nurturers and to be lovers, like that. You know, just like we're not required to love men, but we have that heart of nurturing when you birth a child. You have these things out your body that hurt you so bad just to get here, or the trials and tribulations, even being healthy wise to get this thing here. And you instantly have an unconditional love for this seed that was grown in you. So women have this natural thing of being nurturers and lovers and things like that. But I don't think men have the same type of love or effect in certain ways that women are.
Right.
Like we have a different love when it comes to nurturing, raising kids than some men. Not saying that men can't do it. I did not say that. I'm just saying that it's different. It's moves different.
Yeah. But
Because you grow a relationship like when you're feeding the kid, you breastfeeding, that's a bond that's being created, things like that. So,
yeah, I think a man's love is more of a discipline and showing him how to move through life.
structure, a
Um,
structure love.
yeah, because when I see men teaching other men, just me talking to a man earlier today, and just um, thinking of somebody half your age, and you talking to somebody, and you thinking about what they going through. Um, you realize that a lot of men go through the same experiences. I remember when I was his age, and I remember going through the same experiences, even though we probably lived two totally different lifestyles. You know what I'm saying? I was
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, yeah, I was in abandoned houses, like abandoned house. It just realizing like, you go through certain things and then it's this manly stuff. You know what I'm saying? He was telling me earlier, he was like, he bought a knife. And I was like, what made you buy that knife? And he was like, a man got to have a knife. And I was like, okay, but you got two knives. He was like, well, this knife here, I'm putting it up. So if I lose this knife, I have another knife. You know what I'm saying? It was like, and it, for a minute I was still, how you still trying to figure something out, what he, really, but it just when you raise a certain way, and I thought for him, and I said, and he had to have a hell of a daddy to stay on him to say, move, men move like this, boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? And then you get to pass this down to your generation. You know what I'm saying? You
Mm-hmm.
know, and all that, and I think that just, the generation is not lost. I think um I think what it is we want women to get back to the point where they have things that they know that they supposed to do. You know, just like you know, instead of put out how man supposed to be. I think we got to get back to okay, what do a woman supposed to be? And you can be, an extraordinary woman that do a little bit more, but can we get down to some of the basics or
Mm-hmm.
something, out here again? You know what I'm saying? Because I
Yeah.
still feel like you can mow a yard, still be a woman. You can do this, still be a woman. You know what I'm saying? It might bring you, it might make you do something a little different, but I still believe because I believe this because I done been around my mama and I done seen how certain parts of her life I've seen her heart and then I've seen her around a man, and I've seen how she got all softened up just by being around a man. And I feel like if you're around a man you respect or this and that, it'll soften you up where you can be both. You can still go in your womanhood and still be able to, be be happy in being you without feeling like you got to be something else. I think when we get these women and we say, "Oh, a woman got to be like this because she buys some," no, I don't think that. I think a woman still can be a woman, and that's the only way she gonna be able to 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 create a web or something to capture a man's attention if she can be a woman. You know what I'm saying? As long as you trying to be in this hard masculine thing, you're gonna run off good potential people that probably would look at you and say, "Oh, I like that," and then, okay, now then she kind of dangerous." You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
I think a lot of women don't look at it like that. They don't look at it and say, "Oh, I'm really self sabotaging my own self." I might be blaming it on everybody else. I'm like, "Oh, society made me like this. Boom, boom, boom. I'm the man." But guess what? It's gay dudes out here that's sitting out here trying to act more feminine than women. You know what I'm saying? And I put it just like this here. If you out here and if you really want something, you got to be able to go get it, because it's just like this. If you want to keep a job at work, you still got to fake it a little bit. See, women get to the point that they want to fake it at work, but they don't want to be a little fake to satisfy home. You know what I'm saying? Even if you mad or this and that, sometimes you still got to put a smile on your face and fake it. Sometimes you still got to, you cannot calm fire with other fire. You can only put out fire with water. And that's what women was here for, to be that water when the dude start up that fire. But you got women that when man come with a little fire, they want to throw fire on it. They want to shoot some lighter fluid on it and think it gonna calm down. All you gonna do is burn down the whole house. You understand what I'm saying?
I got you.
Yeah. All right. Last but not least, let's go.
So our men now, have they lost their swagger?
Our men
Our
now.
men now, have they lost their swagger?
Yeah. That's
Elaborate.
it. Okay. What I'm saying is we, just like the topic, are women trying to be more man than men? And I think, are men truly men now? Do women look at men like they men? Do it feel like women look at men and say, you know, whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm.
I think men had a certain aura about them years ago that they lost. They lost the leadership. A lot of men want to be led than being the leader. You know what I'm saying? It's
Mm.
and it's because a lot of mamas done baby them and then held their hands so long that the dude, if you let them go, like I was watching a baby the other day walk. You tell the baby to come in, the baby like, "Nah, I'm good." Walk. And that's how you got to do with a lot of children. You got to let these men grow up. And what's name? I even seen somebody selling some candy today. And I was saying to myself, "Oh, you got to you can't just for the candy for the children, you can't just sell all the candy and don't teach the kids how to get out here and make their own candy money, because that's what it's for. It's for to make a kid go out there and have a little go get them about themselves, how to hustle a little bit and how to go make money. But if you gonna take it being a grandma or whatever, and you feel like you're gonna go out there and sell his candy for him, and you ain't letting him have that responsibility. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing about learning a man how to be a man. He got to be able to take little stuff and learn and be able to do that. But if you take it away from him, it's like if a kid trying to put a Lego together, and you take the Lego and you build something up, and isn't that, did he do it or did you do it?
Right.
You feel me? And if
Yeah.
you build him up and let him build it up, it don't matter how ugly it look, he gonna love it that
Because
he
he
did
did. Hmm.
himself. You know what I'm saying? And what we ain't doing, we're not letting young men grow up and take the losses and take the bad times and all that and become men.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to get back to the point that we got to look at a man and say, I'm gonna let you be a man. I'm gonna let you go with your daddy. And I'm gonna let your daddy look at you. And when I'm over here, your dad looking at you fall or whatever and telling you get up and this and that, I ain't gonna run over there and say, oh mama baby, let me wipe you off. No, I'm gonna sit back and watch daddy teach you how to be a man. Teach you not how to be scared of the grass. Teach you not how to be this and that. Teach you not how to panic the next day because you might have a couple of bumps in your face from playing in the grass. You know where it came from. Leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? So I
Mm-hmm.
just we got to let men be men. When I knew when world was going to hell, when I started seeing people just allergic to people talking about they're allergic to oxygen and air and sunlight and grass and allergic to everything around us that don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah.
just don't make sense. And I think the reason you're allergic to a lot of things because you never been in it. You never played it and you never got your body to get used to having a natural, thing against it. It's just like if you never around germs. Like what people got to do, and you can do fact check on this, is good germs and bad germs. And if you use all this hand cleaner on your hand every day, you actually make your body weaker and immune to getting sicker more by keeping yourself so cleanly that you wiping your good germs that fight off the bad germs off you because you wiping your hands so much. Yeah, you fact check that, and people just got to realize that the world is made to. I was just thinking about during COVID they was telling us to wear masks all day, and I'm thinking you got a mask over your nose and you talking and you breathing and all that. You keeping everything right here. All you can do is get sick. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Having no fresh air coming in and out. You know what I'm saying? All you can do is get sick with the same stuff right here. You know what I'm saying?
It's circulating.
Yeah. So, I mean, we just got to think a little better and think about stuff with a little more common sense. And, just like I was telling people the other day, I don't understand how people was in the car with a mask on by themselves. It just don't make sense to me.
Yeah, I saw
It
that
just,
too.
you know. So it is what it is. But I think men has lost their swagger because I don't think a lot of them never had it because they've been screamed at, yelled at, told them they were doing wrong on everything, get out the grass, sit down, be quiet, this and that, doing everything that's against that nature. A man want to get up, run around, have fun, play all day, and now you making him where he just getting big because all you want to do is sit him in the corner or sit him in, here go a tablet or something. Be still, look, put your head down in there. And I realized when I was growing up, I was put in front of a game all day. And that's probably why once I broke myself of games, I don't play games now because I know how it kept me an introvert. I was doing a joker, I was working on a house yesterday, and the dude in there playing the game moved the bed over. And his cup, boy's name is all kind of stuff all over the floor and everything. And they got time to play the game, 2, 3 hours or 4 hours there, but ain't got looking at drinks and cans and stuff all over the place and not even trying to clean up. So it just, I don't know. I don't know what society breeding right now, but it's not very healthy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like, shoot, if I had enough time at the house, golly, thing be speaking span around this thing. It just if you leave out all day and then you come home and you don't make it home about night and you crashing out, and then it's hard to get up and clean up and do all that. But I feel like, things will get better though.
Of course.
Last but not least, read that.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We will see you guys on next Tuesday at 9 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. So
Yeah.
it's the give out time.
Yeah, it's about that time. I know you about ready to get out of here, ain't you?
Let's do it. Ain't nothing to it.
Hey, I got my music that night. How they say, you ain't got to go to sleep. We gonna get up off this show.
That part.
Y'all have a good time, and it was a good show, and I hope everybody have a nice weekend. And my last thing is, I don't always want to make this between men and women, but it's always gonna be between men and women because this all we got. There's two genders, it's men and women, and we just got to get to the point that we understand that we both got our good points and our bad points, and we just got to come together and try to come in between and figure it all out. We know we got all this stuff going on, all this stuff around us. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And we just got to we got to be better at how we move and all that good stuff. And I think everything get better if we just take it a little bit at a time. I think sometimes we just ain't looking at how can we be better as parents, as people, to the people around us. Just speaking again, saying, hey,
Being nice.
without no strings attached.
That part.
I say all the time, men just got to get back to where they can speak to a woman or a woman can speak to a man and they don't think that the woman trying to jump in his pants or you know what I'm saying? Or,
Vice versa.
or vice versa. And I just think we got
So
to get
can
back.
a woman can a man give a compliment to a woman and be okay with just giving a compliment? Your compliment doesn't mean that you're trying to supersede past just your compliment.
Right. I think men do that all day, every day. Men
So do
give
you say you do that? If you give a compliment, it's genuinely a compliment. You like what you see, and that's just it.
What you mean, like what you see? You talking about?
It-
I don't get no compliments out like oh you fine and all that. I don't do
no,
that.
I'm not saying
No, I'm
that.
just saying
If you see
oh
a
that
compliment,
nice hair.
that's what I mean. What do you
You
mean
know,
saying you fine? Where
no,
did
I'm
that
just
come
saying
from?
some men do that. Oh,
That
baby,
is
you
not a
fine as hell.
compliment. That is a personal gesture. If you say to a woman that she's fine, that's judging her body. If you're saying her outfit is nice, oh, you look nice today. Those are compliments. That's a compliment. So if you're saying a woman is fine, that is not a compliment.
What is that?
That is a gesture towards her body. Why would you say a woman is fine? That's almost harassment.
See, that's the world have changed so much.
That's what I'm saying. So
That
would you
used to
walk
be
up
a
and say, "Oh,
that
you
used to be
fine"?
that used to be a compliment back in the day, though.
Okay.
Right? Can you agree?
No, I cannot.
Okay. If somebody said you cute in the face, ain't that the same thing? That's a gesture. That's talking about your body.
And it's still the same thing.
That's harassment.
Yeah. So I'm saying a compliment.
That's
When
why
you
men
say
don't say shit.
something,
Right
you're already judging with your eye. You're judging what you see. Just like you see
Everything,
somebody. You see somebody graduating, you say congratulations. You see somebody's
I,
birthday, you say happy birthday.
I don't
These
agree
are
with that.
simple compliments. You see
I don't,
somebody look nice today, ain't nothing wrong with saying you're handsome. What am I
but that's
supposed to say? You sexy, that dick swinging. That's just like saying that. Your
no,
dick
it
look
ain't.
nice.
No, but I'm saying if you say, but hold on, you just said if somebody said you cute, there's a harassment. If somebody
It
look at your
is.
face, no, it's oh my God. Oh Lord.
I guess
See,
I've
look
been in
at
career. I guess I've been in career
that. To say
condition a long time.
I love for got me fine. I mean, it don't say like when that is not a compliment. I mean, it's just overboard. I think it's like overboard a compliment. Like it's men that is more of a aggressive. Is like they probably shooting a shot to like that's more of a what how can you say it
Just what you thinking. Cause if
no
somebody say you fine, they looking at your body or whatever.
yeah but I mean if somebody
Why
say
not? Why
you
can't
just
you say
said it
you
the
fine?
same thing and somebody say you cute you said that's sexual harassment.
No, you say your face is nice.
Okay, that's sexual harassment.
Well, I guess I've been career conditioned too much. It is. I'm
It's
career
sexual harassment
conditioned.
in the workplace, but that ain't sexual harassment out on the street. I mean, because that's just giving a person a compliment, or you saying something like,
But do
"Oh,
people do? Does
say
people say your
somebody
face
say,
cute?
okay, it's men that might come to a woman and say, "Oh, you fine as fine, baby. Can I get your number?" You saying that's harassment?
We talking about society. That's
No,
career
I'm
conditioned,
asking. No,
right?
I'm asking. No,
In
I'm saying
society, in society.
no
But
in the
please,
workplace.
if
In the
somebody no,
workplace, it
no,
might
we
be, but
said
not
we're
in
talking
society.
about in society. But if a guy, it's according on who you telling it to. If a guy come up to me and say, "Oh, you're sexy," or "You look nice," "You're fine," whatever. Okay,
Hey,
it's according on how
hey,
the person
look,
receives.
okay, just like Cynthia just said. So calling Beyonce fine is harassment.
No, because that's your opinion. Because you don't know
That's,
Beyonce. Go
that's a,
to Beyonce and say she's fine. She gonna
it's
say
still
thank you because it's the type of environment she's in. She's in
ain't that some,
entertainment.
what's the difference?
It's no difference that she doesn't work the same type of job another person have. This is what she's exposed
So
to.
that
You,
job,
you
hold
see
on.
how she look. You see how
You
she
know
present
what?
herself.
You know what? That's why we got the wrong stuff going on because how they are conditioning you. You just said that she can be called fine in her face because her career. But you trying to tell me that a person can't on the street just say
I didn't
somebody.
say a person can't say it. No, I didn't say
No,
that.
you said that's harassment.
It is.
But you just said it's
Go
not
to your go to
if you
somebody you
go
went
and
to with.
if somebody walk up to Beyonce and say you fine, that's harassment.
No, not to Beyonce. Go to your just say for you work with some listen, hold on. Let me give you an example. Don't do that. Let me give you an example. Say you work for somebody, right? You're a
No,
supervisor,
but
you're a
it's
boss.
workwear. Uh-uh.
No, no.
I
Okay, well,
said
say this.
outside of the
Okay, well,
workplace.
not even this. Let's go to your church member. You go to
All
church
right, go ahead.
and you
Go
walk
ahead.
up to your church member and say, "You fine." How do
And
you think that'll go? Oh,
she should know that I must be trying to get her number or something, or I like her a lot.
so do you
That's
see the
all.
same? Do you see the same type of gesture from you just saying this to that person? That means what? So
That I
you
like
just
her.
gave me an example of your response of what you think it
If
means.
somebody go up to Beyonce and say she fine, they like her. I'm listening.
So if somebody tell you fine, that means they like you.
Yeah. If somebody
Okay.
came up to, if a woman came up to me and said, "Ooh, you fine," I would think she liked me.
Okay. Well, thank you.
I wouldn't think that she's harassing me, sexual harassing me.
Right, because you're receptacle of what the person is saying. So that's
What?
fine. So everybody that be on Facebook or social media that say you fine, you look good. So that mean they trying to get with me?
That mean they like you.
Oh, that mean they like me. Oh, okay. Well,
If
thank you.
somebody say, if somebody
I'm
take their
missing out. That's what I'm saying. You teaching me something. I'm
you
learning. I'm
missing
taking
out.
notes.
What you mean?
I'm taking notes. I've been missing out. I didn't know that's what that meant.
Missing out on what?
When I get a
On a
compliment,
compliment.
hmm that mean they like me.
If they compliment you,
You
if somebody
contradicting
say,
yourself.
oh, so you trying to tell me if somebody get on your page and say you fine, you don't think they like you?
That mean they like me?
No, I'm saying you don't think a person like you if they get on your page and say you fine.
No.
What you think?
I think it was a compliment. Maybe I'm put together in a certain area. I
What?
don't think every compliment somebody give me that they like me. I'm sorry. That's not me. My mind is not that closed that I can't take a compliment of somebody saying something that I
Okay,
feel like they want
okay.
me.
Listen, if they just want to give you a compliment, they'll just say, "Oh, you look good today," or something like that. But if they say you fine, they are actually done went across that river a little bit more, and they saying if you say somebody fine, you are going a little bit more than a compliment.
Right. And you just justified everything I was just trying to say to you. You
What? But
just justified it
but it's not
because
harassment.
oh my God. Let me tell you, if you just said it crossed the border than a compliment, what are you saying?
It's a little more than a compliment. They like you.
Oh Lord, have mercy. Okay, we done
Okay,
with that.
so you would rather for a person to just come up to you and say, "Oh, I like you."
Yes, isn't that the most mature thing to do?
Most okay, but I mean, but if they say you fine, ain't they kind of saying they like you or like you too?
No, that's not what I get from that.
Listen. When
If a
men,
person walk up and
when
say you
men were
fine, you
whistling at
sit over
women,
there.
hold on, watch this. When men were women whistling at women back in the day, it's because they felt like the woman was fine. And when man said, he was saying that they were fine. He wasn't just trying to get her attention. He trying to say she fine too. He like what he
Listen,
see.
if my father taught me not to answer to a whistle or a horn blowing. So there are people with morals. People whistling at
Just
you, they're
because
gonna
you
get
don't
my attention.
answer to it, just because you don't answer to it, don't mean that that ain't what they meaning though. Like
So that
if
mean they
somebody came
whistling
on
at
your
you.
Facebook page, listen, if somebody come up on your Facebook page and say, "Oh, you fine," if you don't push like under their comment, it ain't that they still don't like you or think you
So
fine. It's just
right,
you just don't want
they
to respond to
respond.
it.
So if I respond back to it, we
They
got the
probably,
same energy, right?
I don't
Yep.
know. I don't know about that. So if somebody say you fine and you say thank you, that mean y'all got the same energy.
You just said if I don't
No,
respond,
I'm
that
just
mean I
I'm
don't.
asking you a question.
I would think so.
Okay.
That's replying to the whistle, right?
No.
Now you don't have to whistle. You just put it
So
on
so if
social
somebody
media.
so what you saying if somebody whistle at you and you turn around, that's just like
That's a response. You
that's
answer
a
to
response.
yeah.
Okay. All right. This has been a show.
No, you are just trying to
Look,
contradict
there
what
it is.
like
Sentence
not
says so everybody harassing her then.
harassing
Because
who?
everybody say Beyonce fine. So everybody harassing Beyonce.
Well, listen, when it comes to you gotta we just talked about it, right? You just gave the whole scenario. We said it's according what setting you're in. If you talk to your church member, you tell your church member she's fine. You said yourself that means you like her, right?
Okay. Well, do this. What if you tell your church member, "Oh, I would like to study over some of these books with you, church, the Bible with you"? Does that mean they like you, or
That
they
mean
just want word?
they what they wanted. They
Huh?
want the study of the books of the Bible.
You said what?
You were direct. You said what you want to do. But if you have
No,
an ulterior motive, then that's on you for what you're out to do.
you can't
That's
be
what I
that.
said.
You
No,
can't
I'm
be that.
saying
That
who
what's
can't do
name?
that?
No, I'm saying you can't be that. That was name. Somebody asked you and just came and said, "Oh, can I?" One of your people, and "Oh, I want to study the Bible for you." And it's a man, and he want to study the Bible with you one on one, not in class, but one on one with you. You can't see past that.
So everybody has a carnal mind. That's just for people like you. If you told me, let's come and read the Bible together, I would think, oh no, you want to read the Bible with me? Okay. And what else?
So I do this thing. So we'll
Let
do it
me
like
get.
this.
I'm
Oh,
listening.
I get off at 11. Can we read the Bible at 11:30?
Wait, say it again.
And
Your thing had cut off.
if somebody say they I get off at 11 at night. Can we read the Bible at 11:30?
That wouldn't be proper. Don't let your
Right.
good be evil spoken of. After 10 o'clock, why would we need to be up that late studying the Bible?
Okay. So what's a good time to study the Bible?
I wouldn't say late hours like
No,
that.
I'm saying what's a good time?
Say 12 noon.
Well, 12 noon, most people at work.
Okay, well, 5 o'clock, 5 to 7.
So if somebody said they wanted to study the Bible with you 5 to 7, that's what you would do.
Yeah, let's get to reading.
You can't beat that. No, you can't beat that. No.
No, you can't be that carnal minded. That's the problem. I'm sorry, I'm not you. I don't have the thinking process that you have. No,
Mm.
everybody don't have ulterior motives in things when you want to do something.
Look at that. Women tell other women that they are fine all the time. So women are harassing women all the damn time. So
Well,
why
no,
women don't
no,
style?
no. Like I've said to you from the beginning when we even
So you
start
saying,
saying it.
hold
No,
on,
I'm
you
saying
saying
it's
that
the
don't happen?
setting of whatever it is saying.
No.
I can
So
tell my
you
sister she
saying
fine. I can tell my sister she's
that's
fine.
harassment.
No, it's not. It's the
Why
setting.
not?
I just told you that. So you're being very biased about what you're thinking right now. And you're not going to make me think that what I'm saying is anything other than what I'm saying.
Hmm.
It's according to the setting, whatever environment you in. Just like when you walk in church, like you profane a lot. You say a lot of profane words. When you walk in church, you're going to walk in there saying it loud like you do on the street. No, it's a level of wherever you are, you adapt to the environment. And that's all I'm saying.
Hey,
I'm
people
not
don't.
saying it's nothing wrong with a man saying a woman
Hey,
fine if she's okay to
hey,
take it. You got to understand your
hey,
environment where you
listen,
are.
listen. People don't talk loud in church.
Why not? Because you're adapting to your
Just
environment.
right, but you might still say some cuss words. It just might be
No, that's
wild.
not you. You think she's thinking like you. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that if you're telling a woman she's fine, that that's straight harassment. I just said you got to say it in whatever setting you're in. You got to understand the environment you're in, that you're okay to say the things you say.
You said if a man, you ain't say nothing about the environment. You said if a man just come
I
up to
gave you
you,
all the
I done
examples, but
seen
since you're
women.
being
Hold on, I done seen women go up to women and say you fine. That's harassment, right? Seems like you stuck too. Right. She didn't say that first. Cause when we said if a man just walk up to a woman and say you fine, you said that's harassment. That was the only setting there was a man saying it to a woman. That was the only difference. And as soon as it said
And then,
a woman,
I start breaking it
hold on
down.
a second. Hold on a second. We said if a woman, as soon as I said if a woman said, nah, it's the environment and how the setting is
I
and
gave
all that.
examples
All
of
I said
Beyonce.
was
Who
if
just
a
said
man,
Beyonce?
we didn't say nothing about no setting. It said if a
Listen,
man
sir.
come up to a
You
woman
can
and say,
think how you
you
want.
fine.
You can do it like you want, and she can do it like she wants. Just do what you please, okay? And I can handle how I please. How every environment I handle it, that's how I do. Just like you guys can do the exact same thing. It's just like an opinion.
Only thing
Everybody
I was
has
saying,
one. You don't have to do that, okay? It's not that necessary. It's not that
yeah,
important about giving a woman any comment.
you didn't
Listen,
say nothing about
listen,
no
but
setting
that's
or
what I have to do.
environment
I
at
have
first.
to break it down and explain when you both are
But you
both on
didn't.
the same.
Hold
Listen, I just hold on. Like
on.
you
Okay.
said, she said, so if somebody said Beyonce, fine. And I said, you got to think about the setting. Beyonce is in this career thing. And if somebody told her that, she's used to it. That's the area. So that's when I had to let you know, not just what I was saying, of what everything I was trying to cover.
Used
So
to it. Hold on. Hold on. Let me just
no,
say this.
no, no,
Hold on.
no, don't do that. Don't do
Hold
that.
on. You ain't. Hold on. You don't know
I
what I'm about to say.
justified it what I was
You don't
saying,
know
and
what I'm
whether
about to
I
say.
said
Just
it
let me.
before,
Hold
I
on. Hold
cleared
on.
it up. I
Hold
cleared
on.
it up.
Listen. Let me
I
just say
cleared
one
it up.
thing. Let me say one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You saying the setting for Beyonce because she used to hearing that she fine a lot. It's women out here fine, used to hearing they fine. But if it's in a work setting, and a man probably came up there and said she fine, I said, and we can go back to the show. I said
I have to go back. I
that
agree
might
with
be
you.
harassment. I
I
said
agree with
that
you.
might be harassment in the workplace. But
And
I
what
said
did
just
I say?
regular out here. Hold on. I said regular out here. If you at a store or anything like that, and a man just walked up on you and said you were fine, you said that is harassment.
Listen, do you not see that happen to women that's out in the public? If she's not interested in him, she can call it harassment. Have you not seen that before?
Ain't gonna hold up nowhere. Ain't gonna hold up nowhere. That
Where?
is not harassment outside of a workplace. If somebody come up to you and say you fine, and that's all they say. If they say, "Oh, you fine," I want to fuck you. If they say some crazy shit, then it might be
It
harassment.
don't
But
even it
if
don't
they
even have
stop
to
right
be
there,
crazy.
I think you are fine. I think you are fine. I don't see no sexual harassment just with
But
that
listen,
little sentence.
okay, you don't see no sexual harassment with it, right? But if she look at you and she don't see no attraction, she can say, stop that," you know?
Now you
You
done
see?
changed. Hold on,
No,
hold on. Look
I'm
what you did.
saying.
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you what you did. You moved the goalpost. Now it's on her thinking you're attractive, that is harassment or not. If she like
You
you,
don't
it's
understand
not
society.
harassment.
Now you on this stuff. And I can't believe this because we've seen videos of this and everything.
But it
We've
still won't
seen
hold
this.
up. Ain't nobody
Okay.
going to jail. Listen, ain't
I didn't
nobody
say
get
nothing of what
listen.
jail
This
come
is what
from.
I'm
We
saying.
just
This is what
having
I'm
a
saying.
discussion.
What I'm
We
saying
just
is
saying it is what it is.
hold on. Harassment in the workplace can be punishable. Harassment on
We
the
are
that
not talking
right
about
there.
no sense
Hold
of
on, that right
punishment.
there is not even considered harassment on the
But
street. That little
all
comment.
harassment is not punishable. Okay, all that's not what we were even discussing. Was anything to punish? So you keep having your fun, and we done with this. You are so enjoying this, and I'm so glad.
Mm. And then I hate that your screen froze up. Your screen froze up on your side. It froze up on him.
No, it isn't. Not on my side. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess. Shouts out to y'all men. Y'all know how a lot of women think now on harassment now. So you got to think about it. If you're an unattractive man and you say a woman is fine, just believe if you're in the workhouse, you probably will get recommended or somebody be knocking on your door later on that day. So keep your comments to yourself at the workplace. And at the store, do what the hell you want to do. All right. And I guess with next Tuesday, got me want to talk about harassment.
Next week. I hope you enjoy.
Maybe you can see it.
Woo!
Yeah.
Well, that's something else though.
Strong. I ride away. Call a surfboard emergency. Ain't worried, they ain't notice me. Strong. Gotta get paid.
We'll see y'all next Tuesday. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe to the YouTube page, North page, and my page. And we'll see y'all next week. Peace.